We all think we get money. It's the cash, the credit cards, the number in your bank account. Pretty simple, right? But what if that's not the real story? What if money isn't some modern invention at all, but actually a new way of talking about a super ancient survival code that's been hardwired into us for thousands of years? And this right here, this quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? So many of us feel like money is just this fake game, something totally separate from what's really important in life. But today, we're going to dig into an idea that says that feeling is totally and completely wrong. All right, so let's lean into that skepticism for a second. It's a common view, right? That the whole world of finance feels like a system that's kind of rigged, like a social illusion that creates a ton of unfairness. And you've heard all this before. Money's an illusion. It has nothing to do with real life. It seems like it rewards people who are just lucky or maybe good at manipulating the system, not the people with actual merit. It's a really powerful argument, and honestly, it's easy to see why it's such a common take. But what if it's only half the story? Okay, but this is where things get really interesting. This is where the source material we're looking at just flips the whole script. It asks us to think about a pretty wild idea. What if money isn't new at all? What if it's just a brand new language for a very, very old set of rules? So here's the big idea, the real takeaway. Money isn't the invention, it's the translation. It's a modern, digital, paper-based way of measuring the exact same things, value, worth, survival, that have been with us since the dawn of humanity. So let's really dig into what that actually means. To really get this, we've got to travel back in time. And I mean way back. Before there was any currency, before banks, before any of that, how did our ancestors figure out who was valuable, who had status, who was worth following? See, back then, it was all about what you could physically do. Value wasn't some abstract idea, it was real. It was the person who could hunt the best, who could protect the tribe from danger, who could find food and build shelter. Power and status went directly to the people who could provide for the group and help them survive. It was that simple and, yeah, that brutal. And this is the connection. This is the aha moment. The form of value has totally changed, but its function, it's exactly the same. Raw physical strength has turned into financial resources, but they're both just ways to measure someone's ability to provide. The ability to protect the tribe has evolved into the ability to create new opportunities, but both are signals that you can secure a future for others. The deep down instincts driving it all are identical. And you gotta understand, this wasn't just about social status, this was baked into our biology. For our ancestors, especially for women who carried the huge burden of raising the next generation, picking a partner who was capable wasn't vanity. It was a core survival move. Partnering with someone strong and resourceful gave you and your kids a much, much better shot at making it. It was pure, unfiltered evolutionary wisdom at work. Okay, so let's fast forward. How does all that ancient programming play out today, in a world of cubicles and corporations instead of savannas and caves? How do those same instincts show up now? So check out this modern translation. The strongest hunter today isn't the person with the sharpest spear. It's the top problem solver who can cut through complexity and find a solution. The most skilled gatherer isn't out picking berries. They're building incredibly efficient systems and organizations. This completely reframes how we look at our jobs. It's not just a paycheck. It's a modern stage for our ancient survival skills. So when you look at it this way, financial success stops looking like just luck or a random game. It often becomes a pretty clear signal, a measurement of someone's ability to create, organize, and share value with a lot of people. It's the same core skill of providing for the tribe, only now the tribe is the global economy. And all of this brings us to a really powerful way of looking at money. If we can stop seeing it as this artificial modern game, we can start to see it as something much, much deeper. It's a mirror. That's the key. Money isn't the thing itself. It's just a reflection of a truth that's been with us forever. A truth about what we humans have always found valuable. Competence, foresight, the ability to make things happen and provide for others. It's a reflection of our oldest survival instincts. And if you trace it back, the source argues that these are the true parents of wealth. Boldness, courage, wit, foresight. It says that money is almost always the child of these raw human qualities. And even the wealth that looks like it just came out of nowhere, it's often just an echo of these traits, passed down from some ancestor who took a huge risk and completely changed their family's destiny. So the next time you think about money, ask yourself this. Are you looking at some fleeting, meaningless modern game? Or are you maybe looking into a mirror of our deepest past, a reflection of the same courage, the same boldness, the same drive that has kept humanity going for millennia? The answer might just change the way you see everything.